bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP9, nigga really trap out the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Poke up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Still the same nigga who ain't never had none. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP9, nigga really trap out the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Poke up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Still the same nigga by the dollar. I ain't never gonna change, I ain't never gonna change. Use a lamb, nigga, dick ride next, man. Cause you see that it get a low change. I been doing thug thing, keeping it low key, nigga. I stay out the way. Every day hustling, tired of the struggling. 24/7, nigga, gotta get paid. Posted at the trap house first and last out. I ain't going home, I remember them days. All night flight, dog, selling out white hard. Money ain't right, I'ma knock out the G. Early in the morning, in the mall for some G's. Get fresh for the day, Gotta go flip a pack, dog. Put off some racks, dog. Make that shit back. What I spend on them G's, used to walk up that white sauce. Come bring that shit back, gotta fuck up the years. It's so easy just to drop hard. I get straight, rock the shit off, flip it 28, skirt, that's a double whoop. 28 to 56, knock at the door, fiends fetching for another hood. Cell phone rain cap, calling for another's up. Wear it out, bag it up, gotta take another trip. Still a saying, nigga who ain't never had nothing. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP9, nigga really trap out the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Poke up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the pot. Still the same nigga who ain't never had nothing.
Peace. What's going on, everybody? Yoko, Chiantamo. Greetings in your language, basically. Let me get everybody up here. But it's gonna be simple, man. It's gonna be simple. I missed y'all these past couple weeks. Um, I was building up the platform over there on TikTok, so I did lose a lot of time on this YouTube side. If you are currently watching, I want to thank you for tuning in. Please share this video with one person that you know will enjoy it or someone that needs it. It's going to take me about a minute to get started up. I'm gonna let some people roll in, and I'm gonna go ahead and send this link out on Instagram. So peace, what's good, Crane? What's good, Carl? I think Pie and a bit was good,
Yoko nephews.
Yo, what's going on with you?
Everything is well, everything is old, and everything is good.
For sure. Shit. Let me drop this link off real quick. Um, let me try to drop this link off real quick.
I shared it on my page too.
All right, for sure. Put this link.
I need to share the link too.
Yeah, this gonna be major. Especially for that pre-Mississipian shit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to let me get this out right now. I'm gonna send this bitch out. Fuck it.
I'm gonna send the link out too.
Yeah, I'm doing that bit now. Say forget it.
As soon as I get at the red light.
Hold on, let me send this to my old girl, and then I should be good. Let me see something real quick. All right, I got it up out of there. All right, bet. So what I came across, right? What I came across, whoa, and this was yesterday. Look at that boy learning his language, y'all, boy. Nah, look at him. That I'm talking about.
He better shoot. That's what's gonna get him far.
G shit, that was gonna save a nigga, boy.
For real. Cause we
G
can't
shit.
teach you what's in you, you know. It's either on you or it ain't on you. And being
Hell
that you
nah.
learning the language, it's starting to be on you.
G shit. G shit. That really what it's about. Getting in tune. Let me change this up right here. I'm gonna change this to my E bar X. All right, so Let me try to get. I ain't do no drop, so it's just random. Um, I should have did it directly on YouTube because if I do it directly on YouTube, it notify my followers. And that's usually I think last week we had what 30 active when we kicked off or some shit, like 38 or some shit. But it's going up now. So peace to everybody coming in. This what I want to talk about today. Pre-Mississippian culture. I see a lot of people claiming to be Mississippians. Peace, what's good? Cicada, what's good in the chat? Um, is that black women, or what they call black women in paperwork, discovered Swift Creek culture. What y'all think about that statement?
Black women discovered Swift Creek culture.
Yeah,
Isn't the
fuck, fuck me
isn't
up.
the hey, I was
I
just
don't
gonna be like,
disagree.
isn't the Coppertone original people of this land not the deemed so-called black people?
That,
Right,
right?
right.
But watch this. The people that found the Swift Creek artifacts at these mounds just so happen to be black women.
Mm,
Fact.
mm, mm, mm. And it
Did
ain't
you
that they
And
know?
nobody
found.
else.
No, but
It ain't
bro,
that they
did you
found. They
know
knew it was there.
they knew it was there already? They cuz they're asking, it's a book, and they're asking how did these women find this stuff? And the women are telling them like, well, we couldn't dig for it because we couldn't they basically couldn't break the ground. So the women had to scratch the ground with shovels and shit.
Mm,
Etowah and Kolamoki are two mounds that were considered Mississippian mounds before 1935.
mm,
So it's common knowledge that after 1935, the Deptford, what we know as the Deptford culture, became the Swift Creek culture. Now, I'm gonna go to this screenshot later. That's later. That's some that's for later. But this is a picture that I use um
And
and the green fire right here. I know y'all seen this page before.
the mothers, yeah, for sure.
This this is the larger picture. This the picture in whole right here. So it's going from right to left basically. But look all of these women and all of these indigenous women. Now, these women were used for
Hey,
the
hey,
job.
you got
Go
that
ahead, Cuff.
at the Irene site of them actually excavating.
Yeah, I showed that right here. Here we go, right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. So these women were working on the Etowah, excuse me, Okmulgee. They're working on Okmulgee, right? And Okmulgee was also thought to be a Mississippian fucking mound. But when these women get there, the first thing they discovered was, guess what, y'all boys? A wooden paddle with designs on it. So all of this elaborate pottery that Europeans thought was attributed to Mississippians actually come from a people that predate the Mississippians and sometimes went to war with them. These are the women that found it. Let me pull this comment down. So the question becomes, it's not even a question. It's like Red Crane said. It's no, y'all, they didn't have any information about a culture that was pre-Mississippian until black women touched the land. Now, these powerful chiefdoms, right? Your Kofata your Kusa, and your Yuchi were a part of something much larger, right? And this is how you get the divide. So when you see or hear some Yamasi say, well, these people are us, and these people are us, and these people are us, you have to take into accountability the time period that they're speaking in, because it's a lot of people who are claiming to be Yamasi, but are really actually Muskogee. Now you would ask me, what's the difference? One has been in the East for a while. The other has come to the Southeast within the last last 700 years, right? So you have people go to Kolamoki and take pictures. You'll have people go to Etowah, Okmulgee, take pictures. You will have people go to these and also go to different Irene mound sites in the coast and take pictures, and they caption it Mississippian, not understanding what they're doing is showing themselves to be the fucking invader, and they can take it how they want. Let me turn my screen on. You can take it how you want. You're showing yourself to be the invader because you didn't listen to your grandma's story. You start listening to niggas on the internet, and they got you feeling like, well, I'm a Mississippian. We're the oldest. We're the first, but that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. Now, what's interesting about this here, it says, let me turn this camera off. See if I can get here. Okay. They actually won't show the full page, so I might have to might have to crop it out. But let's see. So it says, in the period immediately before World War II, Charles Fairbanks, who was still working out of the Macon area, visited the huge Kolamoki site in Early County, Georgia. He was somewhat surprised to discover that the majority of the ceramics at the site were of the Swift Creek style. This was surprising because the 18-meter high mound there was assumed to date, along with the presumed village, to the later Mississippian period. The later Mississippian period, the later Mississippian period, the later Mississippian period. So the Mississippian period is a period or a time that's later than when these artifacts were found. This is why the Muskogee cannot get Kolamoki back. Not back, but they can't get it. This is why the Muskogee can't get an Etowah and they can't get an Okmulgee, because the actual anthropologists have proved that it predates a fucking Muskogee. They proved it predates a Cherokee. They proved it predates a Seminole. They proved it predates all of that shit. So now the issue becomes, who can prove that their people goes back this far? And then the feds say, well, they got to do it by way of our requirements. So now the anthropologists and the federal government are currently at war today because the anthropologists refuse to give artifacts to a people who are Johnny come later, like a lot of the tribes these niggas be claiming. Kolamoki was thought to be a Mississippian mound. That's what you have to take into consideration. Why did Europeans like to make things Mississippian? What's the and I have it here. What's the fascination with Mississippian culture? If I tell you, you're gonna think I'm lying, so I'm gonna tell you anyway, so you fuck niggas could think I'm lying. The fascination with Mississippian culture is that Europeans had their hand. That's why Europeans love the culture so much. They were here before mound building stopped. Some of their words, like in the French language, are a part of the Chata dialect, which is an off branch of the Yama language. So the Chata and the French were already doing business before an Englishman came in and said, that's the Mississippian era. That's the fascination, though, because you have mounds being erected to pale skin or Castilians, to Jesuits, to, right? So that's why they were fascinated with it. They were here to actually see it in its final stages or in its decline. The reason it's rare that you hear about a pre-Mississippian culture is because if we speak on pre-Mississippian cultures, many of the people we see in the Southeast would not exist at all. Facts, the Mobilian trade language is called Yama. So when we look at things like, let me see if I can, right here, when they were talking about Etowah, and they said when Margaret Ashley did her work, there was no Swift Creek artifacts found. But then they say that it was unrecognized as a different type of pottery at that time. So when Arthur R. Kelly came in and did his work, they found that the site was a Swift Creek site, just as Kolamoki and Okmulgee. So what was the fascination? The fascination with the Mississippian culture is that people believe this was the prime of everything that deals with the Americas, but it's by way of books. We were the mound builders. The mound builders were Negroid-like people, but all Negroids or Negroes are not the same. That's a fact. So to even say, well, the mound builders were Negroes, okay, cool. Is that your people? What mounds did your people build specifically? These are the questions you have to ask these dudes. Because you got a nigga yelling in the camera saying, roll the corn. And then to tell you corn is originally from the valley. Foolishness. Foolishness. So, couple more screenshots I have. Let's talk about some other shit. This is They Came Before Columbus, page 25. This is where he mentions the anthropologist out there in Paris who spoke on the Yamasee still existing in Florida, which was interesting because this came out a year before the Yamasee was said to be extinct in the United States Congress. So that's something to look out for too. What else we got held up? Just drop shit for the day that I want to touch on. Let's see. Let's see. What else we got? Oh yeah, something else I randomly typed in yesterday. So Chico, right? I know y'all be calling the Mexicans Chicos. It's crazy as fuck because Chico was a term used for Francisco de Chicora or de Chicora, excuse me. So that's something else to add for the week. Also, let's talk about this. Europeans get confused when they see the term Yamasee Quran and they say, well, it definitely means Yamasee, as the Yamasee were the gentle people, or they were the ancient people. The Catawbas called the Yamasee their ancient people. It's what we hear all the time. And as I corrected someone a couple months ago, I'll correct the next person. The word means old, right? Or ancient person, old person, an elder. Yimusi Hikuri. Yimusi Hikuri. Someone like Red Cloud, who wasn't a speaker of the language Ninda at all, or Nindas at all, began to create a lexicon or a dictionary and equated Yimusi to the Yamasee tribe. But it took actual speakers of the language to say, when we said the Yimusi or Yimusi, our ancient people, the old ones, we weren't speaking on all of the Confederacy. We were speaking on a specific group of people. So homophones is what got people caught up in Yamasee and Yimusi. But when you study the language, it's dealing with someone who's an elder, right? Or a group of people who are the elders, or even different groups of people who are the elders. Here's another dagger I'm gonna give to the world, because I know you would have to say you got it from me. If you don't, the point is 20 minutes on this video. The word Yuchi actually means black man in the language, but there's another term which would mean to be mixed with a black man. I'm not gonna give you that term. I'd rather give you this one, because this is the one you want to use. When I got on TikTok today, I seen that Earth Speaks blocked me. We Know the Truth Now blocked me. God Body or Ali Muhammad blocked me. You know why? Because I went on their page and I started getting on the ass. Because I know they've been taking my information. So now that I've been exposing them for taking my information, they blocked me. Now that I've been showing my face, they blocked me. Bro, I got a video right now. The video probably only got 300 views. Watch this. Y'all boys tell me about these numbers. If your video got 300 views, how many likes do y'all think the video should have?
Same amount, shit.
That's for a famous nigga. That's for a nigga that body likes. If you see a nigga got 300 views, and none of that 300 views is more likes than views, you see what I'm saying? Or sometimes a nigga
I was
have
gonna say 10%. I got 300 views, 30 likes.
30 likes. Cause I got 300 views, 110 likes. What that tell you? Your 10%, what does that tell you? You're dealing with real people.
Right.
Once you crack the code and you can deal with real people and get out of the bots, them niggas can no longer fuck with you. Cause now people are coming to them asking, hey, who the fuck is this? You said, who the fuck is this? Facts. Everybody that watch your video should like the video to keep it going. But if the video is good, you will average about 10% of the likes. What happened when the likes start going up to 33%? That shit start to put fear in niggas. Because a video with 1,000 likes, 1,000 views, only get 15 likes. That's less than 2%. And then you say, well, fuck, you got 3,000 views on Instagram, but you only get 20 likes. That's the people playing with you. That's the algorithm. The moment you start dropping shit that's actually yours, then you start cracking the codes and niggas gonna block you. They got no choice but to get rid of you because people go to asking them about it. Nigga asks We Know the Truth. Who is Wale Origins? I'm looking. I'm like, let me go back and see if he answered that question. I bet you that comment was gone.
He deleted my comments too.
Cause you know why?
We don't know the truth. We got the facts. We don't argue from opinion.
See, when he was talking that Mississippian shit and with the Etowah, and it was 30 niggas, whatever, 40, 50, however many. And all of them was on top of the mound, laughing, kicking it, digging in the mound. You ain't no medicine man. Laughing, kicking it, shoes all on top of the mound, total disrespect. Spitting in the land, total disrespect. But Mississippian, did they not do the same things to those mounds? Kolamoki as a village was burnt down. The Muskogee didn't even worry about settling Kolamoki. They hated those people of, I almost said the name. They hated those people so much. They literally got rid of the original inhabitants of Kolamoki? Let me answer this question because I need to. It says, what's y'all goal to be the one and only Indians? Why muddy other people claim to try to make yourself feel better? I'm glad you asked that. Now, I'm gonna keep that on the screen while I answer in part. My goal is to educate those about a history that existed before the one they're learning or talked about today and or made popular today. That's the goal. To be the one and only Indians. We are not the one and only Indians, being that we all come from different families and someone else comes from another tribal nation. So we're not the only Indians. That's usually said though when someone doesn't retain or can't demonstrate their culture. That's just me answering on experience. Question number 3. Why muddy other people's claim to try to make yourself feel better? You answered the question that you just asked, but you were wrong. It's not to make me feel better. It's the first answer to properly educate those on a time that existed before the one that they talk about today and or made popular. So I'm not muddying your claim. If you come from the West as Muskogee, that's your story. We saw you come in. That's our story. Us telling that story isn't shitting on you. You refusing to tell the story is shitting on us. Let's talk about that. Would you like the link? Let me give you the link, and I'll give you a good 120 seconds to state your claim, and then we'll talk about it. And when you come on here, I need you to answer. You need to tell us your tribal affiliation, your clan, and I would like you to have an elder with you so you can talk about this because mine are on the phone and or I can ask my old girl to come up here. So we could do it either way you like. He say, sound like white people asking why blacks always talk about black history. Facts, Reese, on blood. That's basically like a nigga saying, hey, like a white person, why y'all always got to talk that black shit? We could tell our story, but those who really shitted on us, they don't want us to tell our story. They want the Mississippian era to be the big era. They want the Mississippian era to be theirs, when in reality, the Muskogee ain't get to the southeast until about between 700 AD and 1500. There were multiple waves. So I definitely would like to know which wave one's family come from also. That'll be nice. He say, Shatai ain't got no clans. If you say so. If you say so.
That bullshit.
Who told
If
him
you
that
say
lie?
so. This is what I mean. Niggas claiming shit they know nothing about. This is what I mean, but this is what the Mississippian era does, right? Those who study the Mississippian era see everything as a unification of one. They don't know that there were different families. Come on, talk to them. People don't know. They don't know. They want to know, but instead of saying, hey, Wale Origins, explain to me your goal. Talk to me about this. Can y'all answer this? A nigga don't want to do that. They want to argue in their questioning. If you're being sincere in your questioning, you wouldn't even answer that last question or the third one, brother. Me bragging on how good my lady is isn't me telling you that you married a hoe. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. With no families. Come on, cuz. With no families. It say, who are y'all Wale ancestors? Name them. You didn't even know the Shatta had clans. I doubt you will understand the names that we will kick out to you, brother. I definitely doubt it. And just for you, I'm going to do you one word. Whole lotta fun scenique. Who is whole lotta fun scenique? I'm not going to say a fucking word for a minute until he answers. Who is whole lotta fun scenique? And what town is it today that became a part of the so-called Muskogee Creek Nation? I'll wait. Let me turn my camera on while I wait. I'll wait.
Ain't got to run a
I
Google.
just named one. I just named one. Go ahead and Google it. and it's documented too. And to make it even better, one part of the nation became Cherokee, the other became Creek, and they're in Oklahoma today. Living descendants. One of them is on the camera right now. Enrolled Cherokee. Answer that question, my boy. Answer that question, my nigga. Answer that question. I'm waiting. Who is whole lot of Funsinique? And if you spell Funsinique without a Y, I'm gonna slap the shit out you.
Why you doing?
Go ahead. Yeah, come on, cuz. Niggas, what? Bro, you don't see.
Go on Google and get it.
Cuz, listen to me. Listen to me, bro. Now, watch this. Now, cats just be claiming shit. See, these are the niggas I like to smack on, right? See, now we are not Indians. At first, we were trying to be the only Indians. Now we're not Indians at all. These are the niggas who mama don't give a fuck about what they talking about. Fuck that. These are the niggas. If they call their family and want to talk Indian shit, ain't nobody gonna listen to them because it's not in your blood. That's why you said the Shatta ain't got no clans. And that's why you said we was shitting on you when you was talking about me and Mississippian. The Shatta are pre-Mississippian people. Dagger. Talk to me. What's up? What are we gonna talk about? Because I heard that I wasn't Indian my whole life. So I don't give a fuck about a nigga saying it who mama ain't sitting next to him. When I go to ceremony, my mama and my aunties, they sit next to me. You don't go to ceremony. You don't go to ceremony. Now, let's talk about this. Who is this? What? Give me the indigenous name for the Perry clan. We're not doing that today. Since, what's the dude name? Homelio. Homelio fucked it up for everybody. We're not doing that today. Talk to me and do your thing. Matter of fact, Homelio, I got something to tell you, right? Watch this. Niyat he napitu si hapre. Now tell me yours in your tribal language. Tell me your name in your tribal language. I'll do it again so you can. I'm not gonna do it for you. I'll wait. I'll wait. Tell me your name. Hey, and you a clown. You're my mama. Your mama, them was not Shatta. You didn't even know them people had clans. You didn't even know them people had clans, brother.
He's a fool for thinking they don't. Or they did.
And I feel like Reese right now. That you inbred, nigga.
Right.
You inbred as fuck. God damn. We're good, cuz. Shit. Hey, what's it? Now, if Wild, see, this the thing. Pa is Shatta by blood, but Wild Fox is their actual chief. If Wild Fox was up here, Wild Fox would laugh fool out the room, bro. Cause you coming in my chat when the Shatta chiefs have been on my panel and you're talking about their culture and they've already taught about it. You don't know shit about the Shatta. You should be fucking embarrassing. You should be embarrassed.
All chiefs know they clans. All real chiefs know they clans.
Waka Taka Tulu Tukukui.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, don't tell Homerio what that mean in your language. But now, Homerio, that was cute. You actually were the one projecting and you got exposed. You ain't Shatta at all, my boy. You don't know shit. Because if you Shatta without a clan, then how are you Shatta? You can't even sit in the council house. Dagger. Do you really want to do this shit, bro? I don't think you really want to do this, bro. Because I sent the link already. I sent you the link to come up here. You didn't come up here. You said we want to be the only Indians. How in the fuck when we acknowledge the Yamasi? Pa's up here. We acknowledge the Shatta Ogla. Uncle Ant is in here. Man, nigga, shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I'm saying that Choctaws ain't got clans. You right, they ain't got no clams, but they got clams. They got clans, but not clams. In the sense that the Six
now watch
Nations
this.
do.
Watch this, dumbass. The Six Nations were built off clans just as the Shatta is a group of clans. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. No clan, no claim. Simple as fuck. Get out the bank. Nope. Now you don't see the link. I'm not dropping it again. Go up in there and look, nigga. Go up there and look. The Shatta Ogla is a fake tribe. See, when niggas can't get their way, they start acting like crackers. Look at them. Look at them. Y'all trying to be the real Indian. Y'all trying to
Hold
be the
on, wait,
other
wait, wait, wait,
Indian.
wait, 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 wait.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Smack them.
The Europeans do acknowledge the Shatta Ogla because they wrote a book about the Shatta Ogla. So how they gonna be
Ooh,
fake?
ooh. He mad. He mad because his family ain't got no clan. Nigga came over here trying to talk and ask questions about indigenous shit, and he ain't even attached to no community. Whoa. Whoa. If this nigga went to jail today, he wouldn't have nobody from his community to come sit on his behalf as character witnesses. Mm, mm, mm. If that nigga was alive when the Muskogee was migrating to the east, they would have threw his green ass against that tree. Motherless child ass nigga, clanless ass nigga. Are you dumb? Do you know how this worked for real? I don't know.
Hey,
I don't think he know how this worked for real. And then the shit so smooth is that he want to be Mississippian, right? But he knew nothing. He knows nothing about the Shatta. I don't think we should even talk to this nigga.
look. You
Now
know
he
what that
say,
means? You know what that means, right? If he want to be Mississippian, that means he claiming to be Algonquin.
mm-hmm, Lenape ass nigga. Them nigga ate grandma, man. Them fuck niggas ate their grandma, man. Mm.
Romello, hit the link, man, and get on the panel, man. It's
Mm.
education over falsehoods on this end, but we was in the blue and ended up in the red, but so we gotta eat a nigga, boy.
Facts over feelings.
Right, right. This is a perfect platform to get
Mm.
educated on.
Mm.
And then you can
Mm.
go teach your family some facts.
And
Them
don't
people
take
probably
it
don't get answer the
personal.
phone.
Don't take it personal. We just
Mm.
faking that ass with love. That's all.
Yeah, hey, nah, hey, Red Crane be on a whole different timeline.
Man, my question still ain't get answered.
And he said,
And
y'all
then
just talking. He said, there's no link. Can somebody send this man the link?
I'll drop it again.
He got to prove to us and the people watching that we don't know what we talking about.
There we go. I'm quieted to that question get answered. Who is Holada Fonseca?
He on Google right now.
It don't matter.
You can't find everything on Google.
You see it. Remember, I just whooped Google ass and that bitch apologized to me. So as soon as he find it and he think he found it, he got to answer those next two questions. But first, when he comes up here, we want to know his community. We want to know his clan affiliation. And we want to know some elders that are active. They must be around. I would love to see this. Since you all
and we
have
want to
no
hear and we
clans.
want to hear it in his language, and we want to hear him transliterated to English.
Ooh, man. So come on up here now. Come on up here and tell us how the Shatta don't have no clans. Because you were saying the way that the Six Nations do. Wait. Who said it was a man?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Who
Uh-oh.
said it was a man?
Uh-oh.
Dumbass
He
nigga.
don't know
See, this is what
nothing.
I be talking about.
Uh-uh.
This is what I be talking about. Who said it was a man? Who said it was a man? Mm,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
mm. Shit. 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 Cause when I show you her nephew and then I show you the auntie, you're gonna be very upset.
Man, y'all in the
Bro,
coat
so
still no link.
listen.
Laugh out loud. The link is posted, bro. You ain't clicked the
Hey,
link.
hey, he ain't clicked that bitch. That nigga said y'all in the coat. You know what? That coat shit. At least people in the coat got a culture. Your fuck ass ain't even got no culture.
Right.
Your fuck ass ain't even got no culture. That says a lot. That says a lot, my boy. Facts. The man without a clan.
It just been looked.
Hey, hey, listen. All I'm saying, yo, boy. All I'm saying, bro, is this shit too live, bro. This shit be too
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
funny.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm. That so, and
You
then,
must ain't have breakfast this morning.
but what I like about this or his comments is it's giving proof to people or showing y'all in live that when someone don't agree with you, the first thing they try to do is tear down your bloodline. See, he don't know his story. So now it's y'all not Indian, y'all not this, and y'all not Wale, y'all not that. Now, when he says the Wale origins, right? Right, the people in the cult got a culture. You don't. See, you can't read, and your comprehension skills are lacking. That's why you didn't finish it. Because if you added that you don't, the first part of the sentence would make way more sense. But what we're dealing with is a nigga that's a cracker at heart. This is the European in his blood. This is the cracker in his blood. It's boiling. These niggas know more about a culture I'm claiming than I do. These niggas can't be Indian. These niggas know more about my language than I do. These niggas must be in a cult. These niggas know more about my migration than I do. So these niggas must be lying. They can't be Indian. They gotta be fake. It be like that.
Learners of all, masters of none. Cups stay
Mm.
halfway empty
Hey,
so I can
is
learn
this
more.
is this not the same? Is this not the same dude that asked me what were the Wale doing?
Right.
And then when I answered that question, nobody ever responded back. Now, hey Reese, let me ask you this. I know you watching. Click that link and come on the panel real quick. Do me that favor real quick. Click that link and come on the panel, Reese. Now, that's cool. You can say I didn't send it, but this live is recorded. Um, you can go up and get it. If I have to send it one more time and your ass won't drop it, it's up there. Scroll up. It says the StreamYard link. I'll drop it one more time. This will be the
Guess
third
what?
time. So I'm a
Guess what? You know,
screenshot when I dropped it, and I'm gonna show it again on the screen.
it's on
Talk
the
to me,
record
Unc.
for the record. It's on the record for the record. It's on there. So
Come
he's
on
lying.
now.
Don't be
Come
scared
on
to
now.
come up, bro. Don't be scared at
Matter of
all.
fact,
Just come on
let
up and
me
say what you
let
gotta
me
say.
post it. I just had it up when I posted it at 11. So after I posted it the first time, I posted it at 11. There we go right there. There's a screenshot on the screen.
Now you gotta come and correct the lie
There you
since you
go.
said he didn't post it. You gotta come and correct the lie now.
This guy say he called this person a man, which tell me he doesn't know everything that's getting there. You getting shot down. Yeah, please come on here. Come on here. Speak that language now. Speak. Yeah. Come on. It say post a link in my DM. You know who I am. Who the fuck are you? And drop your Instagram name so I can send it to you. Since you can't get it from here, drop your Instagram name so I can send it to you. Waiting. Just like I've been waiting for the last 25 minutes for the answers to my questions. Now I must got him blocked. This shit is, I cannot make this shit up. So you in my chat, but you can't join the stream yard. I don't have you blocked, bro. If I had you blocked, you wouldn't be able to comment. Let's stop the games. You know what? I'm gonna drop it again just for you again. Because somehow you say you're blocked, but you comment. So we're gonna drop it again, and we're gonna drop Reem Banger as we wait on you. So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. There go 2 more minutes.
Still the same nigga. Bitch, look at me now. Still the same nigga who ain't never had nothing. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP9. Nigga really trap off the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Park up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the port. Still the same nigga who ain't never had nothing. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP9. Nigga really trap off the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Park up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the port. Still the same nigga, but a dollar. I ain't never gonna change, I ain't never gonna change. Use a lamb, nigga, dick ride next, man. Cause you see that it get a low change. I been doing my thug thing, keeping it low key, nigga. I stay out the way. Every day hustling, tired of the struggling. 24/7, nigga, gotta get paid. Posted at the trap house first and last out. I ain't going home, I remember them days. All night flight, dog, selling out white hard. Money ain't right, I'ma knock out the G. Early in the morning, in the mall for some G's. Get fresh for the day, Gotta go flip a pack, dog. Put up some racks, dog. Make that shit back. What I spend on them G's, used to walk up that white saw. Come bring that shit back, gotta fuck up the years. It's so easy just to drop hard. I can scrape, rock the shit off, flip it 28, skirt, that's a double whoop. 28 to 56, knock at the door, fiends fetching for another hood. Cell phone ring cap, calling for another zip. Wear it out, bag it up, gotta take another trip. Still the same nigga who ain't never had nothing. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP9. Nigga really trap off the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Park up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the port. Still the same nigga who ain't never had nothing. Hoes used to talk down, bitch, look at me now. Started with a quarter ounce, graduated to a QP9. Nigga really trap off the pounds. Got the same crew for days, ain't had time to change. Park up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Residue on my scale, line full of clientele. Got them lined up, high strip out the port. Still the same nigga. Bitch, look at me now. Nah, nigga really trap out the pounds. Park up full of faces cause I beat up the block. Got them lined up, high strip out the port. Bitch, look at me now. Nah, nigga really trap out the pounds. Park up full of faces cause I beat up the block. tree, roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same, and through it all my roots shall remain. Everything will change, nothing stays the same, and through it all my roots shall remain. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same, and through it all my roots shall remain. Everything will change, nothing stays the same, and through it all my roots shall remain. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same, and through it all my roots shall remain. Everything will change, nothing stays the same, and through it all my roots shall remain. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same, and through it all my roots shall remain.
All right, we back. Here we go. What was up, my mic? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You on live? Introduce yourself. Talk to us. What happened? Shit, you can hit that same link if you listening in, and I'll add you right back. So we lost 66% of our followers waiting on you now. What we doing? What we gonna do? What are we gonna do? It says on their website, don't waste your time. LOL. Why son just snapped? Son just snapped. No way. Hold on, where we at with it? Oh, there's little dear. Let me add cuz. All right. Yo. I sent Fool the link. He joined and dropped. I don't know what he got going, but we done lost a lot of followers waiting, a lot of viewers waiting on him. Y'all can hear me?
Yo,
Yeah,
Let
we
me
yeah.
hear
get
you loud
outside.
and
Yo.
clear.
Yeah,
So
that
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 so
say
that
what, Puff?
mean that mean that mean that we just need to go forward because he's not
Yeah,
looking to come
yeah.
to
We just
dialogue. So
yeah,
just
we
move
gonna we
forward.
gonna continue building, and we just gonna build this shit back up. Cause we had a good number sitting. We waiting on dude. He really don't want to come in, obviously. I don't know what the fuck is what's going on with him, but obviously he don't want to come in. Uh, let's see. You finally finna come in? Is this him? All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Come to the stage. Introduce yourself. Yo, you gonna speak to the panel? What's going on? Man, bro, you got 10 seconds, bro, because you already done wasted our time. So you got 10 seconds. We need to hear you. Introduce yourself.
He let the blanket do the talking.
That we gonna do. He unmuted his mic. He ain't saying nothing. So we just finna get him up out of there. He don't want to build. Well, shit, he dropped his damn self before I could even do it. All right, say less. So, with that being said, right, I want to post what Sean just sent me. Cuz just sent me something and was like, Cuz, don't even entertain, fool. We got bigger fish, we got bigger fish to catch, and we done lost some viewers. Sean, my bad, cuz. My phone on do not disturb, so I ain't even know Sean and Munt was trying to let me know what was going on in the background.
He
But
says mic not working.
that's a his side problem. Everybody else might working. That's a him problem, bro. We're not doing that.
Right.
That's a you problem. So back to what we were talking about. So Sean sent me this, and it's right here on their website. Now he said the Shata Ogla were fake. So if they're fake, then we can't use them according to him. So Sean just went to the Choctaw, and look what it say. Uh-oh. Say they got clans, don't it?
Yep.
Say they got clans. Listen, bro. We sent you the link 4 times. You came on and you dropped yourself. You then came on. You didn't say anything. We can hear you driving. We can hear the car, but we can't hear you. Then you mute yourself. Then you drop yourself. Then you say your mic not working. Bro, we lost too many viewers dealing with you, and you've been running from us all day. So there was a claim, right? Let me see if I could find this claim. I can't wait. Damn, they moved all my screenshots. Well, not my screenshots, my comments. But there was a comment from Homelo Lewis, and he said the Shatai did not have clans. Boy, was he wrong. He asked all of us, or one of us, what was the goal about teaching about the Swift Creek era? Again, being that many people claim to be Mississippians, they know nothing about the culture that predates it. So it's hard for them to realize, or when they realize that when they was trying to beat up on the Siberians, oh, you're Siberian. We're the Mississippian. Whole time, bro, the people that created the word Mississippi come from Siberia. Oh, oh, I don't know. I don't know who the fuck am I. But see, when you deal with this for real, bro, it's scary because a lot of people are going to have to transition. This shit is like religion. I've been telling y'all this shit is like religion. Have I not? How many times I said, when this new information come out, they going to have to switch this shit up. So when you start talking about the Swift Creek era, when you start to tell people, hey, the Yamasee and the Yuchi unified before the Mississippian era, and that was the recreation of the green corn ceremony. And when the Muskogee and the Lenape and all these different groups came over to the east, they started trying to war with the Yuchi and the Yamasee. See, niggas can't tell y'all that story. Because they not Mississippi. These niggas is Africans, man. They can't tell you neither side of the story, brother. See, a nigga saying he's Choctaw, right? But he ain't tell you that Shata is the twin brother of Yama, or who you niggas call Chickasaw. So there was really no difference between Shata and Yama, except that one's migration was slightly different. They got the same mama. But we'll have a Negro come on here telling us we are not indigenous because our culture predates the Mississippian era. He's a clown. You have families whose bloodline left the coast and went into the interior. And some of them may have even went to the Caribs. Some may have went to South America. But let's talk about those that are on this phone right now. You have families that were in Eufaula. And some of you niggas be like, well, Eufaula, that gotta be Eufaula, Alabama. 3 years ago, I told you where the original Eufaula was. So people, they disperse because the Muskogee are invading their towns. These people in different bands, some of them became Cherokee by way of enslavement and then being adopted into the clan system. Others may have became Muskogee because their mothers were dealing with the newly found Muskogee or Creek Nation. When you tell your story and someone doesn't know theirs, the first thing they're going to want to do is either shoot you down or try to find their place in your house. They don't fucking belong. And no longer should you start teaching your story personally. You teach the general story and see if they can even comprehend that. Because the general story don't even always got to do with you. See, I can teach Wale origins because we come from a town that was considered Wale. And that town was later considered to be Muskogee. But the Muskogee aren't a people. It's a language that was being spoken for trade. So anybody who spoke that trade language would have became known as the Muskogee around 1762, 63. So if everybody or majority of the people became this and other tribal names were no longer used, then on record, all of those names that are no longer used would be considered dead because first they was at amity with the United States or with Britain. But these same niggas will tell you that Wale and Gullah are the same word. There's some shit they'll tell you, but then say, nah, they're extinct when they don't fit the story. You see how that works? Our family, mine, has been at Kolamoki for over 100 years in ceremony. You know why the Muskogee can't get it back? They never been there for fucking ceremony, number one. And then they found out the majority of the artifacts belong to a people who are a pre-Muskogee people. That's not me shitting on the Muskogee. That's telling you a story. That's telling you a story which has the facts of the matter. When you look at it and you line it up, somebody came later and they took credit for another people. But a lot of you niggas are okay with that because y'all used to copy other people work in school. The only difference is you niggas did it and still failed. That's why you think the teacher lied to you. You ain't get lied to. The stupid ass couldn't comprehend. And no, you can't come on my platform. I sent you the link 4 times. The times it worked, I sent it directly to you. You came on and fell off and came on and fell off. We talking to you, trying to get you to talk. Now your mic don't work and you want to come on. Bro, auntie, forgive me. Bro, you know, I ain't even gonna say it. I got elders watching, so I ain't gonna say it. But you're talking about, I know you. I actually thought you were somebody else. I don't know you. Me sending you the link on Instagram was my first time even sending you a message on Instagram. I got a screenshot just in case you say we had DMs. Come on, brother.
What he did was display some parasitic behavior. You know,
That's all, bro.
it'd be those parasites that gotta interrupt the alkaline body at certain points in time. That's all he doing, man. Being parasitic. He ain't just like that on the internet. He like that in real life.
Because we sit here waiting on dude and we end up losing or dropping views and you playing like, oh, you want to get on. You didn't want to get on, bro. We talking to you. You act you don't want to talk. So we're not dealing with that. Now, let's go back to dealing with this Mississippian thing. Um, when you deal in mound building culture, bro, the people who don't know about mound building culture, the first thing they want to do is attribute it to the old man. Oh no, that was the old man. The old man built the mounds and the pyramids. Like, bro, we our pyramids older than the pyramids in Egypt. Them niggas is lying. Man, go Google the oldest pyramid in Mexico. You can Google that shit. Go read a book and find it. And then when I tell you the bedrock for the pyramids that's in the Nile are at least 26,000 years old, you niggas got a problem. Who y'all listening to? You got somebody come on here who knows nothing about his own culture, try to tell you, even the viewers, a lot of y'all have pre-Mississippian blood. And the fact that you carry that, you got to be careful. It's a lot of niggas out here who hate people like you, no matter where you from. If you were on the east side before then, a lot of these niggas hate you. This is the crazy. This is the crazy. You listen, you don't see our proof, just as you didn't know the Shatta had plans. Just as you thought Quincy Neek was a man. Just as you had thought that we were trying to muddy the Muskogee name. Just as you had, come on, bro. Matter of fact, I got something for you. I'm finna get you up out of here. That's what we'll do. Get you up out of here and let's keep the bill rolling. Anybody else got anything they want to build on? Crane, you want to touch on something? Mike, Paul, y'all take over while I hit this water real quick. Oh shit, where my panel at? Man, I'm finna kick y'all. I done told y'all to take over while I drink my water. Let me get
All
y'all
right.
up out of here, man.
All right.
Y'all like boring.
Hey,
Yeah.
no.
What people in the field to realize, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, um, Facebook, that's not your elders. Now you see what happens. Look, it always say when you in doubt, don't open your mouth. But he did the opposite. He actually spoke and put his foot in his mouth. Tell people, you cannot play with this because your own elders will embarrass you. If he say he was shot, his own elders embarrassed and be like, we never told you that because we do have clans. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be out here and see, and that would cause them to call us pretenders because they're grouping us together because of our skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Because they see one nigga fucking up and don't know what he talking about. They figure that everybody else don't know what they talking about. But oh, how they are wrong. And I turn the floor
Facts.
over to my
Facts.
nephew. Go ahead, Wale.
Oh no! I was trying to turn on my mic. I deleted full comment cicada comment. Like I'm just moving. Like I'm literally just sitting here just trying to turn this mic on, trying to unmute, and I deleted full comment. Cicada, put that comment back about that story, because that's the beginning of their migration story. Forgive me for that. But this is my thing, right? If somebody say something about my people or about something to do with people that's in that realm, I don't say, oh, you trying to shit on us. But that's the fact of the matter. Our town was a part of the towns that Don Juan. You don't think I feel bad about that? So if a nigga say, well, y'all
Uh,
town
uh,
killed Don Juan, hey, it is what it is. That's what happened. Do I feel bad? Kinda. But that don't change who the fuck that don't change who I am. That's the difference with these guys. Their story changes as their information changes. See, you asked me for a Wale ancestor, and then I asked you a question. That question is, who is such and such? That one answer would tell you that we were, never mind, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. But the people who don't know about the Wale should shut the, bruh, man, I got a lot of elders on here. Y'all should be quiet. Because you ask, oh, Wale, and then if I ask you, well, how many towns made up Wale? The moment you say anything other than one, you're in trouble. because Wale was one town of something much bigger. But the Spanish called everybody based off one town the same name, Wale. But they had their own name that was a union name. So under the union name, you had many towns. In that question, I asked him who was who. That was me giving him the town. But see, he didn't even know. That's why he said, "Oh, are you not related to him?" And I asked, "Who said it was a he?"
I like how you did that too, cuz. Yeah. I
Yeah.
like how you did that too. Yeah.
Say less. Say less.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, that shit was smooth.
Excuse the Florida jargon.
Hey, cause that bit was smooth. I knew like Mutt say, man, he finna go to Google. And I'm
Uh,
sitting there like, go to
hey,
Google so we could crush you.
hey, you know what word I'm ready to throw to the throw at to somebody to see if they gonna be able to pull the
Talk,
cloak over somebody's eyes. Nah,
talk to me.
you know what word they call them leaders in the land of pretty women.
Uh-oh. See, that's probably what fucked his head up. Cause he never heard that title before.
Right.
It's the same thing I did to the six finger nigga. When niggas don't know, when people don't know the language of the people they're talking about, and they try to debate, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose every time. I simply asked you a question with two answers. I couldn't get an answer. I just, no, that's not y'all. Okay, cool. You doing what a cracker do. My teacher used to say that all the time. You ain't got no uncle named Eagle Joe. You ain't got no uncle named Eagle Joe. You ain't. And nigga did a whole interview with Eagle Joe. But somehow they say I have an uncle named Eagle Joe. A Bird family Cherokee. That's what they told me.
Know your whole family without even meeting them.
Come on, they know your whole family, cuz. Ain't me the person. Nigga can't even get one of his people on the phone to have this bill with him. I know you can get your old girl on here. You get what I'm saying? And she know your family story, Reese. You know how many niggas would be mad at you simply if you just had a video of your old girl telling her story? Just like when you posted your grandma. Niggas want to, you feel me?
He was mad in the comments. I had people commenting on it saying she don't know what she talking about.
She
Like,
don't
how
know
you
what
gonna
you
tell her?
talking about. And it's always a nigga who can't even go to they auntie house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go to your female cousin's house. The women in your family, but a lot of men, women in the family don't want them around. That's why they be against the matrilineal clan system on blood. They done
Man.
did shit to them women, bro. So they can't be around the women. Bro, this
Got you.
internet is full of niggas that do evil things.
That's too
And
much.
you don't know these people until you meet them in the flesh. The good thing about me is I like to play this game. I'm gonna let you try to play with. So you got people that can't be played with. But me, I'm gonna let you try just to show you, bro, you out of your league. Facts, or they were adopted. Now, if you are adopted, then the family that adopted you is your family. But these niggas want to play cracker games talking about blood. Uh-oh. See what I'm saying? You want? I got my daddy is Shatta, so I got Shatta blood on my daddy's side. My mama them African. Well, technically, you're not Shatta at all. But you don't want to hear that, though. You don't want to hear. You feel like you're a shit. I'm telling you what the ancients said. They didn't live life like you modern niggas do. That's why That's why people are against blood quantum. But then use blood to argue that they're indigenous while saying they don't trust DNA tests. Bro, which one is it?
Facts. and won't do their own
Which
They
one
don't
is it,
genealogy,
trust
bro?
what their elders
and they
said.
don't do their own
They thought their
genealogy.
elders was telling them fairy tales and myths about what they really is. They ain't want to listen to their own people that's responsible for them breathing air and walking this earth right now. That's a
Keep that
big
wisdom
part
going.
of the problem. So your grandma that used to stay in that little wooden house in the woods, when y'all used to go over there, she used to tell you, "Hey, don't cross the road during this time of the day. Go in them bushes over there and pick me out." They ain't pay attention. Facts. Disregarding your elders
Facts.
is very disrespectful. Because if you know, like we know, they still alive. Cause they blood inside your body right now.
Facts.
Keep them candles lit.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. That's interesting. So, Crane, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Um, what? Let me see. What was a way that people could breathe life into their weapons or into their everyday tools in medicine?
Mm, 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 mm. That
That's
very
me.
same.
I just had to. So that's
Hey,
me
we
asking.
we using it right now. We breathe life into ceremonial stuff by using smudging techniques like with tobacco or sage, and I can't get no more, but keep it basic stuff like that. Cause I almost said something.
Oh yeah, boy, can't a boy.
I ain't trying to teach
Uh,
nobody unless they family. And I definitely
right,
gotta
right,
hit
right.
Uncle Anna up, but I seen him post that name of that garlic, that thyme and rosemary. That reminded me of something. Well, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta hit him up on Messenger.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Let's
hey,
see. Do we
hey.
have any questions in the chat?
First time I heard somebody mention that in a long time. For real.
Okay, pre-Clovis. I ain't see this comment. Facts. That, right? So the Clovis points was dated to about 15,000 years ago. This was the original idea for their migration or like that migration into the Americas. But the issue is the further they got to the east, the older shit got. And I don't think nobody ever peeped that neither. Because they said, well, the oldest trees are in California. Well, that don't mean the oldest people are in California. The oldest water is in Canada. That doesn't mean that the oldest people are in Canada. But what I can tell you that the oldest artifacts are found in the coastal areas. So again, when you read works like who is that? Nah. Let me meet you real quick. When you read works like Beneath These Waters explains something that's very valuable to the people. What is that? That tradition spread from the coast to the plains about 9,000 years ago. So within that 9,000 year period, that is missing what 6,000 years. So the people like, wait, there's no way that this shit is only this. So they do more work. They start testing in the Savannah River region. So they get up there to Elbert, Hart, Madison County, all of this shit. They start finding quartz arrows, which were the same at Topper site. These sites have been dated back to over 50,000 years. So now the Clovis argument, it's another 35,000 years that's missing from that type of people because the people that were in these coastal regions or in these riverine regions in the southeast, their spearheads, their tips, their knives, their hand tools were a lot different, especially when you deal with the culture. Paul, your nephew shot it out. It was good. Hiyoko. So he shouted you out, Paul. So um, when we
Oh,
study this,
tell him I said peace.
what you call them parts, what you call them?
Wait, what happened?
I say, what, that's your boy Nato. I say, what you call him? What he is, what you call it, your Cherokee nephew?
Oh, Cherokee Hercules.
Yeah.
She rock.
Type shit. But yeah, dude. So that's the problem with a lot of these guys is they study history. None of them actually say, you know what, I'm gonna go check out the science. None of them say I'm gonna go talk to the other people. Because again, when you talk to those who've been disenfranchised and you say, well, damn, they story sound a little different. It's their fucking story. But the thing that matters the most is what can they demonstrate to show that they've retained some level of intelligence that came along with their language or ritualistic ceremony. The electric slide is not a family dance. The Cupid shuffle is not a family dance. So don't tell me that's what y'all retain. I'm not going for that shit. Everything didn't get beat out of everybody. So what was retained? That's what they fear. Because
Right.
when you ask the guy, well, if the Shatta don't have clans and you supposed to be Shatta, what's your affiliation with the Shatta? Well, I didn't mean clans like in the way of the Six Nations. But why would you have to use the Six Nations? Why don't you use someone that's in the Southeast like the Shatta? That would be the proper comparison. You don't compare Alabama, bro, to fucking Oregon State. You get what I'm saying, bro? You don't compare Ohio State to fucking North Carolina. You don't do that, and it's for a reason. There are conferences and divisions for a reason. It's the same thing that was going on in the ancient world, but niggas who don't know their story try to lump it all into one so they can tell all the information, and none of it really got to do with their fucking family at all. Who is this? Oh, so he said, information only goes to the grandchild that listen. Facts. This is an actual fact. The favorite grandchild, which is the grandchild that listens, gets all of the information. They spend the most time with their grandma. So the information that grandma was too busy or may not have taught her own children, even out of neglect or simply not wanting to, she'll pass it down to it'll skip a generation. But when you have people that just come in and they just want to argue, get rid of them. It's like Cuz said, fool is a parasite. Because notice when we sent him the link, all the numbers drop down. He tried to come on and he can't come on. The numbers start going back up. Let's say using the elements. Uncle Ant, you're going to have to click the link and come on, man. You ain't teach on my channel in about a year.
Facts.
We ain't see your face in about a year on this
Facts.
platform.
Hey, he
We done
like we
had
doing.
Wild
Hey,
Fox twice.
he's saying we doing good, boy.
Why
He
you
like,
like,
our boy got it.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, no.
But and watch this, bro from the same place what they call Pensacola. We know Pensacola was a part of what the Europeans called the nation of Kolamoki.
Right.
Tell me I'm
Right.
wrong.
Nah, you not. You not.
And you can go to the mounds and that bitch literally got a big map that says the nation of Kolamoki going from the Gulf Coast all the way to Eufaula, Alabama. All of that was called the same name.
Facts.
All of it was called
Facts.
the same name.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Come on up, cousin Anthony.
You heard, Paul?
What do you say?
Come on up, cousin.
Come on,
Yeah, you
birthday
gotta come
man.
up here, man.
Don't let me be the only elder one
Nah,
up here. Come on up here. He just had a birthday, y'all.
nah. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
She ain't know that. Happy belated, man.
Right.
Yeah, now come
For
get your
sure.
old ass up here.
Oh, Pa, your
Come
little
on up here
piece
with your
Paul,
all
you
little
broken
wanna?
up too, huh?
Let me see. Hey, Paul, you wanna answer this question? I'll come behind you. It's asking about the Yazoo and the Natchez.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know the Yazoo is right there, which became known as Mississippi, right? And the Natchitoches was right there in Louisiana, between Louisiana and Mississippi. Um, they're all a part of the family as well, you know. So during certain times and certain timelines, you know, you had the Natchitoches actually had bought some of the Shatas in on their reservations and everything. This was like in the later part of the 1800s and everything. So yeah, they well connected to the family.
And some of them was in the East on trade. So you actually
Right,
have Iba'a or so-called Catawba, Natchez connections and Shatta connections with the different groups, with the different towns and the different groups. So they
Yeah.
right,
basically, even though they were separate, or the Natchez and the Yazuas in the West, they basically faced the same wars that were pushed on those in the East, and they faced it a lot earlier. The people, I
right,
think, was it the Yazoo? I think they got ran to the Ohio Valley at one point, and they was eventually able to come back down, or a certain
right. They
band of
did.
them. Yeah, a certain band
Mhm.
for sure. Any other questions? We got 10 minutes college football. Oh, we got 10 minutes college football starting 11.
Hey, man, I ain't trolling, but it's for promotion reasons. Blue fire, green fire. Go get the blue fire. Go get the green fire.
Hell no.
Go
One more
grab
than
the
that,
blue.
man.
Go
Look,
grab the green and the blue
I,
fire.
I heard from a little Tweety bird that another 5 years finished, but I'm gonna wait.
Hell no. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that's it. I vibe. I'm willing to wait here. I know Cuz was telling me auntie will not shit. So I keep I keep certain things in chat, but as far as let me see, let's see what I can talk
But
about.
you know what get me though, nephews? You know what get
Go
me?
ahead, I'll talk
People
to me.
really be trying to come up here and um trying to test us to see if we know who we are. We know who we are. You just don't know who you are.
And they trying to teach the
Yeah,
teachers
that
that are
yeah,
still students. Trying to
But
teach
see,
yeah.
the
what
teachers that are
Facts.
but
still
wait,
students.
but what he failed to realize, we are master students and master teachers.
Right, right. Can't be no good teacher if you ain't no good student.
Right.
Facts.
You gotta stand on your square. You gotta know mathematics. You gotta know science. Let me stop because I'm start trolling, man. Let me stop.
And it's a shame. And then you'll know who really a mound builder because a mound builder know how to walk the mound. Most of them don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
walk the mound.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell them either now.
Oh, shit, this nigga ain't- oh, shit.
Don't tell them.
Yeah, no. But
It's this like when motherfuckers don't know how to step on the right and then step on the left.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I don't know that science.
Cause I don't know that's hey,
I
well,
don't know
say
what
he
science that
retired.
is. I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
am white in court.
bro.
Hell no. Hey,
And I
so
mean, and if you don't know, come and learn. Come and sit at the feet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with sitting at the feet because I know I had to sit at the feet of my elders many a times. And even when I thought my ass was grown, I still had to sit at the feet.
Hmm. For real. For real. I still do it now.
y'all, what?
It ain't
That
nothing
that that
stopping.
that that be the thing though. Like and a lot of people feel like they above actually learning from somebody, and those, and then a lot of other people fill themselves with bullshit. Fool just one of the people who fill himself with bullshit
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
because this passage or this couple sentences paragraph that's on the screen right now. If you read this, this doesn't sound like it's shitting on the Mississippians. So why when I read it, it said, "Oh, you're just trying," bro. You don't know your fucking story. If you did, you would have no problem with what I'm saying. He didn't know the Choctaw were pre-Mississippian people. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. Y'all gotta be careful, man. You have to be careful. You have to be careful out there. Shit. That's crazy. Let's see. No other questions. Crane, Munt, y'all want to take over before I do drop? Y'all got something y'all want to drop?
Yeah, I just want to I just want to ask a question to the people out there that's trying to find out where they come from to get to where they going. Uh, if it wasn't no elders that you could still reach out to or learn something about what you really is, how would you defend yourself in today's society? Because it's pretty much what a lot of people doing right now. If you ain't know nothing about your bloodline or nothing, how would you defend? How would you defend yourself, claiming whatever you claim to be? Problem is that a lot of these guys don't have no humility, discipline, humbleness.
Say it again, Carl.
How would people defend themselves if they had no elders to depend on? How would you stand on your square against the opposition when you claiming you this, but you really ain't got no proof? It ain't nobody that can back you up.
Because Anthony,
Right,
you talk
right,
about
right.
you talk about you
And
retire. I don't remember you having a retirement party and getting a pension. You better bring yourself on up here. Talk about you
and
retired.
with
I
that,
thought I was I thought
um,
I thought I thought I was retired too till they told me I wasn't.
yeah,
But I know
nah.
it's your birthday week, so we're gonna let you slide this time.
What I'll say is judge judge lifestyle. If one judges anything, you can judge a lifestyle. See, I remember days, well, when I was in those stages, people was telling me I was wrong. People was telling me my elders were wrong. people were telling me I'm not who I say I am because my story don't match theirs. But who the fuck said we gotta be the same? That's the problem with the internet tribe.
But hold on,
Everybody
nephew.
wanna go ahead.
I like to say this not to cut your wisdom, but I gotta bring it up. When that happened, he actually found out the truth. He came back, apologized. That's what you call a real tribal man. When men can come and talk and actually say, you know what, my brother, you was
Hey,
absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad y'all actually got that squared away. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Because when people have only dealt with the in Oklahoma, they keep on forgetting that Oklahoma was actually severed from the southeast, and most of those that's on the in Oklahoma don't know the whole totality of the Southeast. This is why they've been cut off. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing I like to say that when you show that you know who you are, then they trying to throw obstacles in the way to say, well, what's your blood? What your blood say? Take a DNA test. What's your haplogroup? What's that? People gotta feel to realize in the 1200, in the 1300s, in the 1400s, in the 1500s, there was no such thing as a blood test. There was no such thing as a CDIB card. There was no such thing as blood quantum. There was no such thing as racism. Well, to a certain extent, because you had certain Indians that want to alleviate the dark skinned Indians and call it snakes and everything. But that's a whole nother subject. But either way, you know, but they want to go off of lookology, but yet they forgot that people did ceremonies to where they even adopted the European man, and they were actually cut the palm of their hand and cut the palm of the hand of the European and shake hands, and now they become blood brothers. You know what I'm saying? People keep on forgetting that part. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this: with all the Congress that been going on, I use the word Congress. Go look up the etymology of the word Congress. You'll know what I'm talking about. Dealing with all the Congress that been going on for thousands of years, Congress actually mean dealing with sex. Okay, to everybody, that's what it's dealing with. Um, with all the sex that been going on and all the crossing and admixtures, you cannot deny people of their admixtures. You can't do it. You can't do it. That's like you trying to take a piece out of the jingle puzzle and the whole jingle puzzle fall because you just took one out. Because we have ancestries that's mixed with those that was before the continent either became known as Africa. We had tribal people like the Yoruba and the Ifani and Mandinka and Mandi and Kizi and Ashanti and all the rest of these. Yes, people been mixing way before there was even much of transatlantic slave trade. They don't even know that. They thinking people
Facts.
just was being. They just thinking people that was being, how they say, isolated on lands and wasn't traveling. But this like once again, like you said, Uncle Joe said, yeah. The only reason why they thinking that the pale face and them was the only one traveling because they're the ones that rode it, that they came on the boat like nobody else did. They have a way to navigate on the seas. You know what I'm saying? And that's very mind small to think that people wasn't traveling on the seas. Anytime you can build mounds and build pyramids, and you telling me that we didn't have the infrastructure to build water vessels like canoes and canoes that hold over 100 people, and sometimes they had canoes that were 300 yards. But hey, you ain't hear that shit from me. But I'm just saying that show wasn't going by no air to get to trade by people. And with trading comes fucking. You can't leave it at that. The things that humans did back then, there was trading, fucking, and fighting. And they fuck to make up and make doggone confederations and stuff. So when people them trying to be racist, you'd be like, okay, since you talking about DNA and everything, well, who's everybody in your bloodline then? Don't negate it. Don't negate it. Because if you shake the tree, this like, oh boy, oh, what's his name? Oh, I got black in my family. Well, if you got black in your family, then why the hell you got a problem with me then?
Facts.
That don't make no sense. But if you knew who I was related to on my father's side, you would shit on yourself because he was very a predominant paramount. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I turn the floor over. I'm tired talking. Go ahead, cousin Anthony. I see you came up. You're out of retirement.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Welcome back. Go ahead, cuz.
Thank. Hey, y'all hear me? Can y'all hear
We hear
me?
you loud and
Yeah, I
Yeah, we
clear.
hear
got
you
you.
We
good.
hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. I'm glad. It's been a long time since I've been on the show, and I'm glad y'all touching a lot of points, a lot about family, because from my personal journey and my family is that all the information I got came from verbatim right out the mouth of my elders. So I was the child that stood up under grandma all the time, both sides, mama and dad. So I got a lot of information that my mom and dad don't have. And that's very funny because you said it does skip a generation because the first generation didn't listen because they were too busy in the civil rights movement and with that free love situation that was going on back in the 60s. That's another thing. But like I said, it's like that's how I grew up, getting all that information from my elders. The little whispers in the house that, we were this and not that. And my father, I told my dad, I said, Mom, your mother never said she was black. She always said she was Cherokee. And then when I took the DNA, it's right, and I showed the DNA test on two DNA tests. It said the same exact thing. So by saying that, and I was saying this way before they even talked about taking DNA on Facebook, and I was saying this, and you can vouch for this, Pop. I'm like, it's everything's coming full circle. And I tell everybody, you need to go back to your family and start listening to those elders and start having those conversations or start conversations with your family. This is very important. We're in a time right now, we at a critical time right now, information is at the forefront and a lot of it's being altered. And being my age, I can tell you the tricks that they're trying to pull that the younger generations can't pick up on.
And don't you know they got tribes in them trying to rearrange things because they see people finding their genealogy and finding out who they are? You know that these tribes is actually like trying to change the enrollment process and everything. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
It just like what cousin Anthony he said, Pa, he said, I'm gonna give you these sites right here and everything, and you may want to check that out. So I checked it out and everything, and they said, look, once you get your information and everything, you can go to this other site and you can put your information in and everything. But I'm still waiting for him to do his and everything because cousin Elgeron and we did it, cousin Wild Fox and we did it and everything. Nephew, you and I did it and everything, and we found out dealing with the relations, even though we already knew we was related already,
Yeah,
but yeah, man, they trying to
yeah.
change everything, but what's in the pudding is in the pudding. It can't change. It
Nope.
can't change.
You're
It
right.
can't change by a long shot.
You're absolutely right. And that's the funny thing about that because people don't understand that when you go to the best way to find out where you come from is find out where your great grandmother resided, where her people lived at the past 60 years. And you can branch out from that. And it can tell you a lot. Like my for instance, like my great grandparents came from Muskogee County, Georgia, was Talbot County today. They crossed the river, the Chattahoochee, crossed over into Alabama, and they migrated into your fall. And they've been in Eufaula ever since. And they migrated down to Pensacola because the story my grandmother gave me about that is that they were ran out of Alabama. The lands was confiscated. That's how they end up in Pensacola. I always asked her how the family got here. She said they ran us out. Same thing with my mom's side. They ran them out. And that's a big part of the history that I'm picking, the pieces I'm picking up. It's like I'm related to cooks on my father's side. That's my great grandfather wife's maiden name, Cook, out of Alabama. I'm related to those Porch Creek in Alabama. A lot of, but they don't claim us. I went through a situation with them not too long ago, about a year and a half ago, and I mentioned a particular elder who was a principal chief of that area at the time. No, he was a village elder. Let me take that. Let me get that correct. He was a village elder at that time in that location, and I know it was on the record because I found it in Fuller Library, and I know they got the information. So that's nothing for know your family history when you start dealing with these people because they're gonna try you. I'm past stick over.
Right.
Cool, it's good, huh? You going? Oh, now take off, Crane. Go ahead, Carl.
You also had these certain people that are indigenous per se on TikTok and stuff, and they don't like darker skinned indigenous people. These people claim to be us, but really they've stolen everything from us. If you're not from these five civilized tribes, originally you're not Indian and stuff, and it just be a whole bunch, man. And like Paul said, but they definitely switching stuff around.
Most definitely.
But this is my thing, nephew. If you was already a sovereign and autonomous nation already, why in the fuck are you going to the enemy and asking to be fucking recognized when they put your people on a concentration camp?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That part.
Mm-hmm.
Which don't
Why?
make which don't make any sense. Who does the recognize? I live in my house. You just come and visit, and you gonna recognize me in my own house?
Right.
That don't make
Hey,
any sense. That's the
and
point
then
I'm trying to make.
and then you supposed to be autonomous and sovereign, but they tell you to do a blood quantum. The blood quantum was done by Congress, and Congress told them, "Oh, you got to do this."
Oh, that's the
Right.
whole thing. That's the reason why they don't want to do DNA tests on these tribes because they already know they're not the true people of them tribes. That's why
Right.
they don't want it. It's not inadmissible in the court. But I come to find out DNA diagnostics is what the BIA use.
Mm.
But then they
I let
turn
this.
around and tell you, then they turn you around and tell you on the credential and everything that you can't use it to join the tribe, though.
Because you got to remember them tribes incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, and that's really the issue today. A lot the DNA they putting on the panels are actually pale skins. So
Yep.
of
Mm-hmm.
course your
Right.
shit won't match the panel because they using somebody who not actually that. But then when you somebody like me, your shit pop up and say, "Oh, you got 64% this, not you got 64% Nigerian with one Nigerian ethnic group." And I click that ethnic group and that motherfucker say North and South Carolina. Well, what the fuck? That don't sound like Nigeria to me.
Hmm.
Nope. I'm
And
gonna tell
then
you.
when
Go ahead.
then when you
Go ahead.
watch the map, the panel pop up in the Americas and then it pop up in the Philippines. It never pop up in Africa.
Hmm.
Somebody lying.
Bingo. That's the same thing happened to me with ancestry. Ancestry
Uh-oh.
show. Ancestry follows your genealogy as well as your blood, as well as that DNA.
Right.
A lot of people they don't understand that. And two, I found out that DNA. I mean, ancestry. What's that other one? Gene
23 and me.
23andMe. They only go through the Y chromosomes. They only go back 5 generations. But
Hmm.
DNA that's not diagnostics. They follow the mitochondria as well as the Y.
Hmm.
That's why they're so thorough. That's why they've been used on every panel on television, like Maury Povich, Jerry Springer, all these even news they use these people. Why? Because if you read on the bottom of that DNA test, it says it's taken straight out of an FBI database.
Hmm.
They already know who you are.
True.
People forget this. People don't read, and people don't go far into their DNA test. They give you the fluff on the first one, but you start clicking on answers. You go because it shows you regions. That's important. Go to that region part and click on all those different continents. And it's going to click on one. They're going to tell you how many number or how many of your ancestors have passed through that certain continent. So like mine says in Central America, over 1,400 different locations in South America alone. And that's saying a lot. So when I was saying the whole time, when I was saying who I was before the test, and after the test, I ain't heard a peep out of nobody on Facebook about any other platform because I was saying it before the test. The fastest stick.
Shit, I'm about to hop off Ohio State playing from to watch them boys. Um I wanted to finish my point, but I'm not. I just hold that for another time. I still know what was on my mind, but it would have been better if I could have kept it straight. Because now if I bring it back up, it's going yeah. So I just get at the person directly, because had I finished my point, they would have been able to feel it, especially being on live. Other than that, I'm about to watch this game. If anybody want to take us out, y'all can have the talking stick live. I'm about to bring this big ass TV to the patio. So that's it for me, y'all. Peace.
Peace.